Scott Grove here. I got another tip for you on doing compound veneering, especially the iron-on method. This also helps for understanding bubbles and repairs down the road, but let's just talk about this particularly. If I'm working with a new veneer that I'm unfamiliar with, or even a new batch or a new log, new flitch, you want to do testing first. That's the most important thing, so you get an understanding of how much you can compress the veneer. Compound veneering is all about compression, not stretching, although there are some tips and tricks on that. Check out some other videos. But what I'll do is I'll take a strip of the veneer, glue it down, and use a dowel, a spacer, either 3/8, 1/4 inch, sometimes up to 1/2 inch. And I'll put that underneath and I'll glue down the other side. So I'll get in this case, a 1/4 inch rib or pleat, if you will. In this case, I'm getting a 1/4 inch quilt. In this case, I'm getting a 1/4 inch pleat that's 2 inches apart. So we have a peak of a mountain and two valleys. And the valleys are 2 inches apart and the peak is a 1/4 inch high. So from here, I will then see if I can compress this down and get the veneer flat. And if I can, then I'll bump it up to 3/8 and see how high of a peak that I can do between 2 inches. 2 inches is a good starting point. You can try to get it narrower, which is better. Further apart, you could always take one pleat and make that into 2 pleats. More about that in another video. So let's give this a try. Whenever doing this, you're going to want to preheat the veneer. Don't just go ahead and press it. The idea is you're trying to liquefy the lignin in the wood. That's the resin that holds the cellulose fibers together. And you can feel it drop down. In fact, this is a great idea. The tension, actually the center dropped, which is really ideal. So now instead of a 1/4 inch high peak, I have 2 1/8 inch high peaks, which I know for a fact that I'll be able to get down. But I'm going to heat this up. And then it will just kind of collapse down. And I'll iron that flat. Reliquefying the Titebond original glue, which reliquefies between 150 and 180 degrees. And then I'll use a heat sink and a roller to cool that down. The glue will re-solidify. And I got myself a flat. So there you go. Now I know that I can compress a 1/4 inch pleat that's 2 inches apart. And I'm going to continue to play with this and see what's the maximum height I can do. So key here is always test your veneer before you just jump right into it. Hope that helps. Appreciate you. Subscribe, like, share, all the above. And happy veneering.